All right. Shalom, shalom. Koholayim la Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Makakadash. The honor some elders and apostles, a great millstone, which are the men that rule well, the men that taught us the truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right. Let me check if my microphone's on. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like I said, peace, blessings, salutations to the elect. Lord's will. The title would be Isaiah 19, but I just titled it that just because I really just wanted to speak on the first three precepts in Isaiah the 19th chapter, because for those of you that are in the spirit, those of you that are a little more studied, and for those of you that are not that well studied, this is a good quick video for edification purposes, man, because with the things given recent events, you got Donald Trump getting I don't know if he got shot in the ear or grazed or something, the bullet hit something that grazed his ear or whatever. Basically, you see all the controversies. We see all the witchcraft happening and things like that, man. And, now Hulk Hogan is speaking. You know what I mean? It's very theatrical right now over here in America, and it's starting to look like a big joke. But that's okay because, these things are supposed to happen. It just goes to show prophecy is taking place. Now, you might think to yourself, what does Hulk Hogan speaking at a press conference for Donald Trump have to do with prophecy? Well, Egypt is failing, and there's a divide. Brothers made videos on the movie Civil War, which, Lord's will, I'm gonna go see it. Everybody's talking about it. Not even just brothers, everybody in general. I'm gonna go see it myself, man. I really want to go see that, because that's essentially what's happening right now. Isaiah the 19th chapter is taking place, all right, in front of our very eyes, and I'm going to read it and go into it. Okay, so Isaiah the 19th chapter is prophetic. You gotta learn how to discern between history and prophecy within this, but nonetheless the first three precepts are very much so prophetic. All right, they're happening now, and it will be soon in full effect, especially when Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord's will we be a part of that bunch, okay? Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt, right? Which Egypt, we know it could be synonymous. It is synonymous with America. It's synonymous with our bondage. The last time the nation of Israel as a whole, not just Judah and not just Israel, right? The last time we were in captivity as a whole was in ancient Egypt, okay? But what now in the new Egypt, America, is where we're also again in captivity as a whole nation. All 12 tribes are over here, man. All right, in America, no, under Esau in general, the children of Israel are under bondage, man. What is that? Jeremiah 50:33. All right, I believe. Yeah. So the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. Right, and that's literal, man. That's actually gonna happen. When Yahweh Shai makes his second return, he's coming on a cloud, man. When you read the book of Acts, the first chapter, what does it open up with, right? The Lord going back to the right hand side of the Heavenly Father. But the angels, what did they tell the disciples? Later turned apostles, right? In this like manner, because he was received by a cloud, aka a chariot. All right, if you're doing your due diligence and studying, you know what the cloud represents, the chariots, what people call UFOs or UAPs now, right? Unidentified aerial phenomenons, right? They're not phenomenons to us, man. Those are the chariots of vehicles of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, right? But the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. That cloud, like I mentioned in Acts, the angels told the disciples, later turned apostles, that in this same manner will he return. All right, the same way he left is the same way he's coming back, on a cloud, right? And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And that's that's twofold, because it's gonna happen literally when he comes here, and right now through his prophets, through the spirit of his mouth. All right, through the word, through the oracles of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. The idols of Egypt are being moved, and these different presidential election things going on. That's part of the idols being moved, man. All right. The only reason this is getting crazy out here is because the prophets have been prophesying for a while, and now the Lord is starting to. We're at the beginning stages of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai shaking things up. It's only a matter of time before daily life changes. You see, a lot of people like to scoff at us and make fun of us, until daily life changes, until that job that you decided to go to and dedicate your whole life to is no longer a thing because nobody's working. Because that's prophecy too. When you read the book of Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, all right. Even in this, I believe even in this one, there'll be no work in Egypt. I don't think I grabbed that precept specifically. Yeah, I don't think it's in this. I don't think it's in these precepts that I grabbed up. I only grabbed 3 because I didn't want to make it too long of a lesson, just something quick. But nonetheless, man, the scriptures actually say there will be no work in Egypt. All right, literally. Okay, I might grab it later on through the Spirit. It says, and the idols of Egypt, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right, because what? That's Egypt is going to completely fail America, a.k.a. America. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, which the modern-day Egyptians, we can apply that to the Edomites, man. The so-called white people, man. The so-called European, man. Okay? They'll be against it. And that's what you see right now, man. It's really Esau versus Esau. You know, you got Jake in there being retarded as hell. You got Latinos for Trump. And, man, you had that one Jake with the niggas for Trump shirt on, man. And But nonetheless, it's really Esau and Esau against Esau because that ain't got nothing to do with us, man. All right, so you see the Edomites, the Democrats and the Republicans fighting against each other, and you know what I mean. You got people playing 50 Cent now when Trump come out. You know, like it's one big joke, man. America is a joke. The Heavenly Father is humiliating America. Okay. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what you see happening now, man. Everybody's talking about that, man. It's all racial divide, all right? Edomites with their political divide. That's what you see happening right now. And it's a beautiful thing, man, that this prophecy is taking place because we know we're at the end of this thing. Because if it said, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and that's happening. Right above it said that the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. That means, you know, Yahweh Shai is soon to be here, man. Of course, we'll really know Yahweh Shai is right around the corner, all right, or right above us, all right, when the MOT to the B becomes mandatory, man. Once we see that, oh, man, call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we almost out of here. You know, days away at that point, right? Last precept, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's destroying the spirit of Egypt. All right. People are having such carnal reactions to what happened, you know, with Donald Trump and what's happening in general. You know, every Edomites are crying about the economy. All right. Everybody's feeling that effect. All of us, even us here in us that are in the truth. Right. You know, us here at Great Millstone, man, you know, we ain't gonna put our own business out there, but even we can see it, we can feel it. We're like, damn, man, shit's getting hard out here. You know, it's a different world from when we first came up in the truth. You know, I ain't gonna say things was extra lovely, but hey, I'll tell you what, man, financially, when we first came in the truth, man, it was a little easier out here, but you know, things is tightening up, things is getting a little harder, and that's a good thing, though. You know, we might feel the effects, but we still give glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because we know we are at the end of this thing, man. We know that the light at the end of the tunnel is deliverance because we're doing this work. You know, that's why we're able to talk about these things so boldly, because it's like, hey, man, we doing the work, we keeping the faith, most importantly, keeping the faith and then doing the work. So, you know, we got to keep that faith that will be delivered. We're commanded to hope for good and everlasting joy and mercy. But nonetheless, it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And that's also happening, what? Through the words of the Lord, man, that we're speaking, man. These Edomites, man, they, you know, that know us and that heard our message, man, they because we're saying the things that we're saying, they've heard it, and then they see it happening. So they're, you know, they won't admit it, but in the back of their mind, they're like, damn, man, these guys are actually saying shit that's right. And of course, they have that fight within themselves, like, nah, it's a coincidence and dumb shit like that. But nah, man, the Spirit of the Lord is really making this place fail. It says, I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols and to their charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And that's what they're doing. All right, but when you read Isaiah, the 47th chapter, the Lord said that, you know, they're going to do that, and it's going to fail them. You know, they won't get any answers. You know, they won't get, those demons ain't going to give them the answers no more from those seances that they do. All right. The Heavenly Father is going to shut all that down, man. He's not going to give them any more counsel, right? Through the left-hand side, obviously. He ain't going to give them no more answers. He's not going to let them win anymore because it was ordained from the very beginning, man, for them to lose, right? It says, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizard, right? And what? That's going to fail. You know, that's why I said I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they're seeking that black magic, man. You don't think they're doing incantations, man? Hey, right now it's July. You got August, then September, then October. Once October or September, that season comes in, them seances is at an all-time high. That's why things change up around the so-called holiday season, right? That's their holy time, so-called, right? So guess what, man? Them incantations they're gonna go even harder now. They need it now. They need them now more than ever. But guess what? The Spirit of the Lord, man, is destroying that counsel. All right, it ain't going. You know, hey, the inward thought is that their houses shall continue. Right, the book of Job prophesied against the Edomites, and it's the triumphing of the wicked is short and before a moment, man. You know, so hey, real quick though, I wanted to grab. Because I quoted it. I'm already here. Let's see real quick. Here it is. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Right. That's what's going on in Egypt right now, in America, man. It's a perverse spirit going on. Man, there's a lot of sick shit happening too. Hey, the crime rate is different, man. It ain't just armed robberies no more, man. Nah, these daggone, man, these Edomites out here are violating children and killing them and violating, man, they doing all types of disgusting things out here, man. It's terrible, right? But what does it say? It says, they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Right. Ain't gonna be no, it's economic downfall for America, man. The Lord ain't, when the Lord comes to destroy this place, it ain't like it's gonna be, Edomites coming out their mansions and they was prospering. Nah, it's gonna be a tribulation period of, not like the Christian tribulation period, but Jacob's trouble, economic collapse, downfalls, hunger, famine, because these are the things that the Lord is gonna send as scourge for amendment, right? These different things, man, these different calamities. Because the scriptures say what? That in 2nd Ezra's the 15th chapter, I will plague Egypt as before, right? When the Lord delivered us out of ancient Egypt, that ancient Egypt didn't look the same as when it was in its prime. We spoiled the Egyptians. All right, the Lord gave them apparitions. See, those things have to happen still. Edomites ain't gonna be in their mansions when the apparitions happen. They're gonna be running away. They're gonna die. I can see it, man. I can envision this place being plagued with the plague of darkness, like in ancient Egypt. The Lord said He'll plague it as before. So we're gonna see some amazing things, man. Call